After these things, after these wars, after Abram liberated Lot and met Melchizedek, the word of the Lord came to Abram in a vision. Fear not, Abram, I am your shield. Your reward shall be very great. Why? The rabbis asked, why did Abram have a reason to be afraid? Why did God have to tell him, fear not, be not afraid? And then they look at the word where it says, your reward shall be very great. And the Hebrew word for reward is sakar. And they realize it's very close to the word Sagar, which means to close, actually to close a gap. And what a sakar, a reward, does, it closes a gap. It gives you something where something is lacking. And Abram knows if the Lord promises me a reward, there's something lacking, there's a gap, there's something that has to be bridged. And he realizes, oh, the lech lecha, the come, go with me, is something that hurts, is something that creates a gap, and the Lord will bridge that gap with a reward. The Lord will only give a reward to somebody who is ready to sacrifice something. And therefore Abram said, we are in verse 2 now, Lord God, what will you give me? I continue to be without child, and the heir of my house is Eliezer of Damascus. Abram thought, look, you have given me no offspring, and a member of my household will be my heir. But then the word of the Lord occurred to him, this man shall not be your heir, but the one who comes from within you, he shall be your heir. And then I see it, I can picture it. Here in these mountains, Abraham had a tent, and the Lord grabs his hand and takes him outside and says, look up, watch the stars, count them. And they were widely dispersed, the rabbis observe, and this is what happened to the offspring of Abraham. They were widely dispersed around the world, and they were a light in dark night. But overall, and we see this here in the text, is that the Lord tells him, count them, number them. And God promised to Abraham, so numerous shall be your offspring. And then it says very simply, and Abraham put all his trust in the Lord. Look, Abraham did not have anything in his hand, not even a Bible as we have today, let alone a cloud of faithful witnesses around him, other people who put their trust in the same Lord. Abraham was all alone. He had only the promise of God. And God spoke, as far as we can tell, quite rarely to him. Just take the Bible once and go through Abraham's story and see he left Haran when he was 75 years old. And then he was 3 months in Egypt. And just count the years, and sometimes you're given the age of Abraham. There must have been decades where the Lord didn't say anything to him. Look, faith is not a feeling. Faith is a decision to trust against all odds, and sometimes against all facts and every reason. As we say today, it is a decision to put all your eggs in one basket, to not have plan B, to not have other options. And that is, as the text here says, what the Lord counted Abram as righteousness.